So you can tell by the thumbnail that, well, got some not so great news. Yes, the Porsche is broken. So just to clarify, I did know that there was something wrong with the car when I got it. That's why I was able to talk them down with the price. So what happened is the CV axles on the rear, so the inner boots, those are leaking grease, and so it's nothing crazy. Again, I knew about it when I bought the car. It's actually worse than I thought it would be when I was driving it around. And so I put the car on the lift right before I was gonna go to track day just to double check everything, but I'm glad that I didn't go to track day because it was leaking quite a bit of grease. I can't tell if the boots actually split or if the clip on the actual boot is loose and therefore grease is coming out, but there's a good amount of caked grease. So I didn't want to take the car to the track because of that, right? Play it safe. I was able to get the parts through Porsche North Scottsdale. It was only like 85 bucks for the parts, and I'll do the work myself. But aside from that, to take these CV axles off, obviously the wheels got to come off. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Porsche, but basically, in order to take these center locks off, you need to jack up the whole car to untorque it. They do not want you to take the wheels off while it's under load sitting on the ground. So basically you have to lift it up, then you'll have to take this off. And so the challenge with that is, I don't know if you guys know the torque spec for these wheels, but they are 443 foot-pounds per wheel. And so the problem with that is I don't have a torque wrench that goes that high. So I had to buy a different torque wrench from Precision Instruments, and it goes from 200 foot-pounds to 600 foot-pounds, and it comes with a breaker bar. It's literally like a 4 to 5 foot long torque wrench just to get enough torque on it to be able to break these loose, and that was 400 bucks. So I'm gonna need it anyway to take these wheels and tires off, so it was, you know, not a big deal, but it was, you know, so 480 bucks probably was what it's gonna cost me to replace these axles. So I'll do a video of that once I replace these, but right now I can't drive the car at all. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get under the car right now and show you where it's leaking. So right there is where it's leaking. There's a good amount of grease caked up under there, and so I didn't want to take a chance taking it out on track day. So again, I can't tell if it is the boot that's actually ripped and leaking or just the clamp's not tight enough and grease is coming out, but you can see how much grease is caked up right there right now. So as I mentioned, the center locks right here, 443 foot-pounds to take it off. Again, you got to jack up the car to get that off, and then once you start tightening them back up, you got to torque it all the way to the 443, bring it back 60 degrees, and then retorque it again. There's a little center lock in there. I'll show you guys when I do the video, but I just thought that was unique. And so the other thing I thought of when I was getting ready to work on this is where's the socket that goes over this? So this is pretty cool what Porsche did. I'll go show you. So what I'll do, pop the bonnet. So initially I'm like, okay, is it in here or is it in here? And when I pulled this off, this is a tire mobility system. It's basically a tire inflator. If you get stuck on the side of the road, it's like fluid or something like that in here. So I found that pretty interesting, very unique. And then another thing also, if you open up this side, I was like, okay, it'll be in here. Nope, this is a tow hook, which is nice. And something else, have some wrenches. So you have, looks like a 13mm wrench. You have a screwdriver. So pretty cool that it comes. I know most supercars and exotics do come with tools, but just thought that was unique. So I was like, all right, where's the center lock socket? I had to look it up online actually. So what we're going to do is you got to put your finger in there, and this whole panel is going to come off. I'd put this panel off. Alright, so looking in here, which is nice to know, so we got the battery up there, coilovers, adjustable up there. This, right here, is where your center lock's at. So, pretty cool. There's also a tool inside of there. This little tool right there that you can see, that's to pop the center cap off. I'll show you. So that's to pop the center cap off. You can see there's a little hole right there, And what you do is you stick that tool in there, pop the center cap off, so then that way you can get the socket on there. So pretty cool to have this. I'm glad that they provided it. Not that I didn't think they wouldn't, but it kind of freaked me out for a second because I was like, shoot, where is this? So I think this is a pretty cool feature. It's in an interesting spot. Also, what is this? So it looks like this right here is you pump up your tire for air. I don't really know. If you guys know, comment down below. Let me know what this is. I haven't never done any research on it, but it looks like that's exactly what it is. Yeah, you turn it on and then you can pump up your car tire. It looks like a little mini built-in compressor. There's an on-off switch right here. So that's pretty cool. Interesting. I never thought that would be on this car. So that's a pretty cool feature. Check this out. Got the on-off switch right there. Those are the instructions. It's like a mini air compressor. And so my car does have the front end lift option, and so I don't know if this is just something that goes with the front end lift option or if that's on all vehicles, but there's definitely some type of air compressor up there to inflate your tire, which that's crazy. That's super cool. So I hope that you found those things interesting. I definitely found those interesting. I did not know about the air compressor. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Again, if you know what that is, comment down below, but that's what it looked like to me. On-off button, car probably has to be running, hit it, be able to fill up your tires. Pretty freaking cool. A quick update on the Cobalt. So Cobalt needs, the Cobalt needs a new bottom end. And so what happened is the valve cover gasket, when it leaked, what it did is consume all the oil up here and starved number 3 cylinder of oil. And so I have to replace the bottom end on this car. ZZP Performance makes a complete bottom end for this, and it's capable of 400 wheel, and it's only $2,000, so I'm gonna order that. The only crappy thing is, obviously I gotta pull this thing apart, replace the bottom end, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then to give you an update on the 33, so I got to replace the bottom end on the R33 as well. If you guys recall in my previous videos, if you haven't seen it, go back and check it out. Car was ready to be running, put it on the dyno at dyno comp, put down 420 wheel, getting ready to turn it up, and then the car started knocking. And what happened was the machine shop that built the car put the wrong size crankshaft bearings in, and that just is ridiculous. I spent like a year rebuilding that car. Did everything correctly, added stuff in, the billet oil pump, cams, bigger turbo, all that stuff. I don't know. And so the machine shop just messed that up, and it just felt like a straight kick in the nuts, to be honest with you guys, and it was awful. And so I haven't been motivated to work on that car. But it's starting to cool off here in Phoenix, and so I think it's getting ready to be car season, and so I think it's time to go ahead and take this car apart, take the 33 apart. But first, I definitely want to fix this because it's easiest. Just get those axle boots replaced and get the new grease in there so I don't have to worry about this car. So right now, I have 3 non-running cars. It's awesome. Yeah, it's great. So car life, right? So I just wanted to give you guys an update on this, and yes, it's broken. Other cars are broken. Just give you an update overall of the full garage. If you haven't done so already, I put this sticker on. Follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description below, so check that out. Follow me. I was super disappointed that I didn't get to take this to the track last weekend at Arizona Motorsports Park. It would have been a perfect opportunity to take this out to the track because there's only 15 vehicles, and the whole track was basically free, and it would have been a perfect time to learn the car, have some fun. But unfortunately, axles were leaking, and so I couldn't do that. So that's going to end today's video. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe. And again, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up. Just like that. Shane shows out. Peace.